Hi guys, it's the Hobby Dabbler. Today I am going to be making another art journal page for you. Um, so let's get started. So first I'm just going to start with a blank page. I'm not doing anything with it. I am putting permanent marker, it's not even Sharpie, it's an off-brand from Walmart. And I'm just kind of doing it in a radial pattern around a center point. So purples, greens, blues. Now what I'm doing is I'm taking some alcohol and I'm spraying it down, and I'm hoping that the colors will bleed like watercolors. And they are bleeding, but they're not bleeding as much as I had hoped. So I'm going to rub it with my fingers and see if I can get it to smudge a bit more. And then I'm just going back in with some more color. I just wasn't happy with the amount of color that came out. Now I am taking some alcohol inks. They're the Ranger brand. This one's Clover, I believe. And adding a few drops and some alcohol sprays to spread it around. That one is Watermelon. I'm giving it a good spritz so it can really spread around the page. That one I think is Sailboat Blue. Now I just need to hit it with the heat gun because the page was sopping wet with alcohol. Now I'm going to go in with just some Crayola fine tip cheapy markers. I'm hoping that these will have the same effect and bleed when I spray them. So first I tried alcohol, and the alcohol didn't really work great with that. So I dried that off. And then I decided that I would go in with some watercolors to give it some color pop because it just wasn't bleeding the way I wanted it to. And that was a brand, sorry, I don't remember the brand, but it was also off of Amazon. And now I'm just going to go in and spray with water to make it bleed and kind of let it drip down the page. Hit it with the heat gun again because now everything's soaked again. So now it's starting to look nicer, I think. It blended better. Now I'm just trying to figure out which elements to add. I have quite a few things that I've clipped out over the months. These were just some images that I already had cut out. I liked this old musician. These are some stamps that I got off of AliExpress. They're just, they're really great for art journaling because they're just like elements, dots and lines and plus signs and circles and stuff. So I really like that. I think they were maybe $3 Canadian shipped, so they were a good deal. Now I'm going to go in with some white gesso, and I'm going to take a baby wipe and just kind of blend the edges a bit. Okay, now I'm going to glue my guy on with some gel medium. I like to use gel medium instead of actual glue because it doesn't stay sticky. It kind of, it dries hard and matte rather than having tackiness to it. So I'm just adding a bit of white to him to blend him in a bit. And now I'm adding a little sticker that I got from the dollar store. It said timeless. And I'm actually going to take it off later because I didn't really like it. It didn't quite fit with the page. So I'm going to use an alpha stamp set. I think it's from Stampin' Up. I'm not quite sure. And I'm going to use some archival black ink to do the letters in. Archival black ink by Ranger is nice because if you get it wet, it won't bleed. So it just takes me a little while to put each individual little letter onto my block. And of course you have to use the O twice, so you have to line up the next O and L. Okay, so there I am taking the sticker off, and I actually peeled a little bit of the guy off, but I kind of liked it. Now I'm just taking my Elmer's painter's pen in white and tracing around the letters to make them pop out. And then I trace around the guy because I like to make him stand out a little bit more too. And that's the page. I'm going to just show you some close-ups of it. Zoom in. A little bit. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe. And if you have any questions or comments, I'm happy to answer. Thanks for watching. Bye.